Tales of the Radiant Guardian. Ring the bell of hope. The sky turns pitch black. The wind is gone. It's eerily silent and real. Suddenly, bright fire fills the sky. A massive being of light manifests. What is the meaning of this intrusion? You, yes, you. It's you I'm talking to. It appears that you have opened a way to the lower planes again. Now you have come to me for assistance. Very kind of you to think of me, but my friend, do you not consider trying something else first? Did you really need to call for the Radiant Guardian? See, you don't take summonings lightly, and to be fair, you deserve to be smitten for coming here with such frivolous matters. But don't worry, when I put the bell there, I made a promise to help those reaching out. So of course I will assist you. Know that whether the entrance of yours stays open or closed will hardly put a dent in your timeline, but if that's what you require to move forward, then let's get on with it, shall we? The Guardian disintegrates into pure energy. The air begins to vibrate. You hear a high-pitched ringing noise, pulsating, getting louder, getting stronger and faster until it becomes almost unbearable. Blinded by the intense light and deafened by the noise, you lose all sense of time and space. Confusion takes hold. For a moment, you seem to be flashing in and out of existence. You do your best to keep your composure, but it's above your ability to comprehend what is happening. A lightning strike followed by a loud boom. The sky clears up again. There, it's done, speaks the Radiant Guardian. I have rearranged your reality according to your request. Fear no longer. From now on, no being of the lower planes will be able to harm you. Good luck on your adventures. May you find your true path. Farewell. The Guardian vanishes. The scenery returns to normal. She almost threw you off balance for a bit there, but in the end agreed to help. Relieved and in good spirits, you head back to your village. She's an interesting character, and I hope they do introduce Evergarden and herself again in the future story. Future story. Though I don't have much hopes for that because I've no clue when they will update the game, and no information from their side ever really arrives. So I feel like this might be a dead game, but we'll see. Oh yeah, the third chapter, the Shattered North. Now that the Evergarden is saved, we can take the next step for a civilization. There lies another land far up north. It is broken continent, a harsh place known as the Shattered North. Of the few that have attempted to explore the region, only a handful were able to withstand the rough seas. None were able to establish permanent settlements under the icy conditions prevalent there. Those that returned report of a land rich in resources not seen anywhere else, and of a secluded race of highly advanced inhabitants, although the credibility of these reports is somewhat disputed. Our empire is strong enough and has the means to attempt an expedition once more. We will need a fleet of ships for our voyage, but before that we need a harbor. It will open up a new chapter for our town, connecting them with wide sea and offer a safe place to construct our fleet. The people gather to commemorate the completion of the harbor, a magnificent new sight in your city. We are on the verge of becoming a seafaring nation and can now focus on our attention on constructing a fleet. Order your workers to produce sails next so we can build our first vessels. Bon voyage. Sir, we are ready to depart. Your newly appointed captain informs you. However, we have learned about pirates roaming the waters. The journey likely won't be without a challenge. We will be cautious, but we won't be stopped. You announce to your people. They have assembled at the harbor, waving and wishing good luck as you set sail. Success. Your fleet has made the voyage and reached the north. Tales of the Pirate Captain. Your men succeed in capturing the pirate captain He's brought before you. You might have defeated our crew, you might have broken our sails, you might have sunken our ships, but we will never bow to you. Hear me, never. The pirate rants furiously as spits on the deck. A brave man, you admit, as you ponder his judgment. You are accused of plundering piracy, attacking my fleet. However, the damage you have caused has been limited to the inanimate, our goods and property. Since no one was hurt, I will show mercy with you. You proclaim, you shall be incarcerated in a dungeon for as long as you refuse to pledge loyalty. You will remain there. Change your mind and you're free to serve as deckhand in our fleet. Not a chance, he shouts in spite as he dragged to his cell. As the weeks go by, the captain remains reluctant. Almost a year goes by, and curiously inquire on his fate. You learn he is still in his cell. It's astonishing he hasn't surrendered yet. For a whole year in the dungeon, you think. All that was asked for was his cooperation, and he could have been out there in a matter of days. But the captain had other plans. He remained in the hold for 7 years. To lower expenses, he was left free to go regardless. After that, he stayed in the streets for a few years before ending up taking a job on a ship in your fleet. Which is hilarious, 'cause, like, what is the point of all that? But you know, sometimes you just have to be a little stubborn or whatever. Ice to meet you. Your ship lands ashore, before you stretch a frozen wasteland, try to show any doubts, but this place does not look promising at all. As you set up camp, you hear some creatures approaching. Hello, we are frost trolls. Why is it always trolls? You want to raise the order guards to assume combat positions. Chill, my friend. Oh, these guys, I hate them. Listen to this dialogue. Chill, my friend, says one of the trolls. You must have had some bad experiences with other troll tribes in the past, but don't worry. The troll pauses for a moment. We are cool, because this area is like cold, you know, the puns. It's been a while since outsiders stepped into the north. We can help you. Let us snow you how to survive out here. Very funny. Very funny. Yuck. The most important thing to survive out here is to keep warm, especially in the winter. You definitely need proper coats. The yaks around here have the best wool you can find. You should go catch some. Now that it's nice and warm here, you doze off inside your tent. When you hear a voice travel further north, you're startled and open your eyes. The shamans have stormed inside your tent. Sir, we should keep traveling. There must be more to explore here. The locals told us that there are some inhabitants further north. Let's prepare the sails. Before you towers a gigantic structure made out of polished obsidian stone. It is almost unreal sight. Cautiously, you proceed towards the gate and stop for a moment. With the fearless leader that you are, you decide to enter. After treading through a long tunnel leading deep into the structure, you arrive at a brightly lit large hall. Several luminous beings approach to greet you. Welcome to the citadel. Welcome to the citadel. We're glad you're here. At last, you have found us. I am Mercury of the Alva Order. Have no fear. Come and let us show you around. Let us know you around. Despite the high strangeness of this place, you feel in no danger. The Alva emits a sense of trust. You follow them. You're following them. You're following them around, though, various chambers of the citadel. Okay, that's written weird. Witness breathtaking contraption and wondrous machinery, leaving you stunned in amazement. Impressive, isn't it? These technologies can transform your town into marvelous cities. You have great potential, and we want to help you advance. But we cannot share our knowledge thoughtlessly. With great power comes great responsibility. Show us you are ready for this step. Just in time. Thank you for your help in the plateau. I can see that you are very serious about this. I think we killed something. I think we killed like some monsters for it or whatever. I can see that you're very serious about this. I never doubted you for a second, says Mercury from Alva. We appreciate your effort and we're giving you the chance to prove how committed you are. Your next task will be of endurance. There are many small islands around here and we are looking for a specific one. It's made out of volcanic rock. Take your fleet and find it. Dragon Island is something that you won't be able to find on your own for the most part. Go on its subreddit. I will leave a link in the description and you will probably be able to find the exact way to get to the Dragon Island. It's something like travel to the North Sea or something like that. Scaling up, you have found Dragon Island. Excellent. So far, you have demonstrated your willingness to cooperate and you have proven you possess endurance. This place is called Dragon's Island, not without reason. The house is a lair home to giant-sized dragons, fearsome beasts. They are dangerous and uncontrollable. For your final test, prove us your strength. You have defeated the dragon and completed all of the Mercury's challenge, Tales of Dragon Slaying. Back in the old days, it used to be quite customary to test one's worthiness by slaying a dragon. Throughout time, many kings and emperors of all corners of the land would assemble their army, travel to the north, and take a shot at it. The spectacle was generally enjoyed by most observers, although there were quite a few lamenting the practice as a bit gruesome. Handlers would go out to capture a dragon, feeding it and keeping it captive for the great spectacle. Special concoctions would be administered to awaken the primal instincts, turning them into even fiercer beasts. On the last of these events, due to some careless scheduling, things have to be rushed. They were capturing a dragon during the night before the event when things got chaotic. The handlers failed to put on a reinforced shackle and overfeeding stimulant brew, and once the dragon regained its vigor, it ripped right through his chains at a deafening roar before promptly escaping its confinement. Although a loose dragon possessed an extremely dangerous situation, it was decided not to alarm the population as to avoid unnecessary panic. The handlers remained cautious, optimistic the dragon would soon return on its own once it becomes hungry. Why would it do that? It would surely make its way back. Unfortunately, it never returned and went on to destroy a handful of nearby villages before hiding in a valley. Few futile attempts have been made to recapture the dragon, but due to the tricky terrain, without success. The former inhabitants of the valley were unsurprisingly not pleased about the circumstances, but those that survived were given the opportunity to relocate to a nearby swamp, at least until the situation is resolved, which, given the natural lifespan of a dragon, is estimated to be around 1500 years. Let's see, where were we? Okay, yeah. Dear skies, you are certainly worthy. Mercury speaks to you. There is bad news though. Attacking their lairs must have agitated the dragons. They have been swarming out and scorching the land in an aggressive manner, not seen before. It's a problem. We will have to keep fighting the dragons now. The skies are clear once again. You have been offered to settle at the citadel. Hydro, you have arrived at the citadel. Come with me as we have promised. Let me show you the secret to advancing your civilization. It's up on this mountain. You follow Mercury and arrive at the big lake. Here it is. See this lake from which a stream of water flows down the mountain? It will be of great use to you, and there are more like this around as well. A lake you don't quite understand. How is it going to help us? Don't be a fool. This place has all the right conditions for you to harness the forces of nature itself. Let me introduce you to hydropower. Hydropower. Now that sounds exciting. Hydra, dawn. The sound of wild screeching howls from the horizon. A many-headed beast, the height of three tall women, tower in the distance. As we thought, she is finally revealing herself. Mercury says to you, be careful to not look into her eyes for too long. Ha, well, that won't be a problem, you mumble to yourself, and she starts to speak from across the plateau. I'm Medusa, traveler of the north, true ruler of the north. She's very loud. You, mainlander, I have observed your arrival. The north is not a land for you to exploit, but your actions are as expected. You have come to siphon energy from my land. Wherever you tread, nothing but disrespect for the natural order follows. Let me teach you what it means to cross a goddess. I will get rid of you vermin. I remember there was a minister or an MLA or something like that who was like, our crops are not growing because the states before us that, where the water comes from, they use, dams to take out the electricity from the water, and we are getting water without electricity in it, and that's why the crops are dying. That's what she sounds like. I came to siphon energy from my land. As for you of the Alba Order, you disappoint me. Long have I tolerated your presence, but you too have to pay the price for housing these intruders. And there she is, very hot, not gonna lie. I am a big fan of Monster Musume, so you can probably guess why I like that. Anyway, that's the story. Hopefully this time, the third time's the charm, it has recorded properly, so I don't have to do this again, because I will go insane if I had to do this again.